It has been a horrifying week here in Port-au-Prince.
A major disaster may be unfolding right now in Haiti.
A powerful earthquake causes widespread damage and panic in Port-au-Prince.
Because the death and destruction is so concentrated. Port-au-Prince is a city built for 400,000 people, but more than 2 million people live there.
A lot of people in the street. Everywhere.
This is a magnitude 7.0 earthquake. We would expect that about 3 million people have been shaken at a severe level.
The war is coming to an end!
See, like behind me, there's still people all over the city sleeping in tents.
Haiti was already one of the world's poorest countries.
And the Haitian people have proven over the years, catastrophe after bad government, after hurricanes, after another catastrophe, that they're so resilient.
Haitians are our neighbors in the Americas and here at home. But we have to be there for them in their hour of need.
What's positive is the spirit of the Haitian people.
It's been 5 years since the world saw one of the greatest tragedies in history. The cameras turned off, the spotlight dimmed, organizations have left, but there is one group of people who have not forgotten.
Khalsa Aid has been there since 2010 and seen a lot of big organisations come and go.
The destruction and devastation is still evident to this day. You know, when you're driving through some of the streets, some of the towns and some of the villages, you can see old derelict buildings that have been destroyed by the earthquake, but because of the poverty in the region, no one can afford to actually rebuild these homes.
I can't explain to you how difficult it is to witness that much poverty.
In my area where I live, and then I work, and then I see the land move like this, and then I say, oh my God! And I see some house collapse, and then it's like this. It's very sad.
When we were at the orphanages, we saw that the kids weren't only there because they lost their families to the earthquake. They were there because their families simply couldn't afford to take care of them.
We need more help now, because after the earthquake, many organizations come to Haiti and help. Then since 2 years ago, everybody, they all have gone.
And it's quite heartbreaking at times to actually see that.
We felt the need that we still need to be there, still have a presence and continue our support. In the summer of 2015, we took a group of volunteers from Canada and UK and we took them to Haiti.
Humanitarian work has been a huge passion of mine. Ever since I can remember, I've always been talking about organizing at a grassroots level. And when Indy Hoti had come and approached me about this wonderful opportunity, I knew I couldn't resist.
The team travelled out there to actually document the work of Khalsa Aid over the last 5 years. What we've been doing is actually supporting orphanages with regular supplies of food and water there.
It was my second visit to Haiti, so I was quite familiar of the settings and what kind of environment it would be.
Documenting this experience was by far the most difficult thing I've ever had to do. Filming someone else's struggle, it just wasn't right. It didn't sit with me. I didn't feel like I was doing it justice, and it was really hard for me to just whip up my camera and start filming these people that literally have nothing. These kids that literally have nothing. But realizing that I had good intentions, seeing that this was beyond my emotion, it was for the Haitian people, and to show that, you know, they are still struggling and they still do need our help. And that's why this documentary came to life.
One moment in particular really stood out. We were visiting one of the orphanages. One of the kids came running over and looked through the gate. It was a shouting, you know, the Khalsa is here, Khalsa Aid are here. And it really hit me that, you know, Khalsa Aid has had a huge impact.
As an ongoing project of Khalsa Aid, what we do, we take the team out and we visit all the orphanages that we've been supporting. And then we talk to the people leading the orphanages and ask them what they need food-wise, what materials they need, and then go to the market with the team and we order it ourselves.
The benefit of Khalsa Aid being in Haiti as well, and the local people, is profound, because When we're providing aid, we're not bringing it over from the UK or North America or anywhere like that. We're sourcing food from local markets and local suppliers.
My name is Lovely. This is a businessman. Khalsa Aid come to my shop since 2010. He give them food.
My name is Elian, and I am the owner of the orphanage. I am so grateful to Khalsa Aid because after the earthquake, Khalsa Aid come and here and help us with the food. 2 months they always send someone to get the food for the kids. And then now, before when I met Khalsa Aid, we had 16 children, and now we have 57. We are very grateful to them for Khalsa Aid. We always think about our situation in Haiti.
For the girls when they leave the orphanage.
But what I'm trying to do, I'm preparing the girls so that they can have like a profession. When even they know how to read and they go to school, but they need to do something with their hand because we don't know how their life will be. If they can make this and then they can sell them and then they can have some
skill
to take care of themselves.
You know, these people would come in and out of the country just to get their story and then leave. And I didn't want to be another person that was just doing that. I really, really wanted to connect with the Haitians. I really wanted to connect with the kids. I felt like they had stories to tell. And even though there was a language barrier, my Canadian French wasn't doing justice for me, I felt that I was able to connect with them through various different ways, whether it being through my camera and them posing for it, or whether it being them wanting to tell their stories and having Mark's son translate for us, or just dancing with them and enjoying the moments that we did have together.
And we also have a local contact in the region who is employed by Khalsa Aid and supports us in terms of overseeing the orphanages over the year.
My name is Bana Maxon. I am Khalsa Aid employed in Haiti. They start to help me. When I work and then I get something. When I get something, I have my family, my kids, my mother, and when I say my family, everyone. That's the reason my second son, I call him Ravi. I call him Ravi Singh.
Because if you think about the family and the child wants a lot of attention from their mother and father. But when you're in an orphanage situation, you've got 30, 40 children in an orphanage and only 2 or 3 people running that orphanage, and the children don't get the attention that they're seeking.
And see these kids literally live in shacks and being run by only like 1 or 2 employees that aren't able to give all the attention that these kids deserve.
So it's nice to actually spend time with the kids and actually give them something to aspire to, because you're sharing your experiences in terms of what you do back home, what your passions are, and it gives them something to look up to. Whilst we were out there, we were contacted by another orphanages that had heard about some of the work that Khalsa Aid have been doing in the region and actually reached out to us to see if we could help them. So our team visited the orphanage to look at the conditions there. What we found out was that the orphanage had no access to clean drinking water. They did have a water pump there, but it was damaged.
I honestly couldn't believe what I was hearing. The orphanage owner, Berlin, was traveling miles just to get drops of clean water for the kids to bathe in, to eat with, to drink with. And it was just so surreal to be hearing that.
We're just driving through Leogan in Haiti at the moment. We're en route to one of the orphanages where we're installing a brand new clean water pump that will provide clean water.
So there's Miss Berlin. She was in contact with Khalsa Aid and asked us if we could help fix the pipe that hasn't been working for 8 months. Because this orphanage hasn't had access to clean water for over 8 months. Orphanage has contacted Khalsa Aid to see if we could help. We've had a team on site to explore the area, and we've identified that we can actually get access to water. So within 3 days we'll be able to drill down a hole and find clean water to be able to provide the orphanage.
Yeah, and there's 35 orphans in this orphanage, and just the fact that they haven't had water in over 8 months of proper drinking water, and the fact that we're able to be here with Khalsa Aid and provide that for them, we're so grateful.
We contacted local contractors to actually rebuild that water pump for them, and actually brought the orphanage under our sort of sponsorship, so we'll also be providing them food and water.
Day 4 now, and now this orphanage has got access to clean water.
So the next step is to make it sustainable so it would last and provide clean water for a longer period of time than just a short-term fix. So the guys over there are working away to make this happen.
It's valuable, my tired soul can't carry what it's worth. I know, if fashion seems...
Whilst a lot of NGOs and charities have left over the last few years, whether it's due to it being quite costly to be there, the fact that the spotlight isn't on Haiti anymore, it's wonderful to see that Khalsa Aid is still there. 5 years on from the earthquake, teams are still regularly supporting the local people there. Even though they're a relatively small disaster relief organisation, they still stand true to their word. They support the people where it's needed the most, and it's so evident with Haiti.
So one of the main principles of Khalsa Aid is recognise the whole human race as one, which is quite fundamental to the organisation. Going to Haiti, a country where there's, until the earthquake, I've never seen a thing.
The beauty of wherever Khalsa Aid goes around in the world is that they're actually breaking down barriers, whether they're cultural barriers or social barriers. For example, in Haiti, given our external physical appearance as Sikhs with a beard and a turban, we get to share our cultural values and beliefs, and also the Haitians get to share about their culture and their beliefs as well, and we're breaking down those barriers.
We actually organise an inter-orphanage football tournament. We can't stress enough that sometimes not even just giving aid, but just spending time with the children, playing with them and organising activities with them is just as important as just providing aid. Because I found, from talking to the people who lead the orphanages, they had a lot of people coming and giving aid, but there was no direct contact with the kids. No one knew who these people were that were providing the aid. It was just a simple food drop and then go back. Where we stress that we take a day out at each orphanage and spend some time with the kids.
Even though the kids really showed us up in terms of their football skills, in terms of the future, I'm sure Khalsa Aid will continue to support the people of Haiti, and will have more and more volunteers and teams going out on a quarterly basis. I know there are plans to have art classes as well, English teaching classes with the children as well. So it's wonderful to be involved with such an organisation, and an absolute privilege as well to be working with some absolutely fantastic individuals across Khalsa Aid.
But we try to do the best we can for the people in Haiti.
The Haitian people are resilient, they are powerful, and being able to see how they're overcoming all these struggles and atrocities that they had to face, I feel like they're really, really trying, and all we could do is help.
I hope this documentary highlights the struggle that the Haitian people are still going through. The earthquake was 5 years ago. It's been forgotten, it's not in the media anymore, but Khalsa Aid are still there and they're still going to be there.
Khalsa Aid, help us, we need you in Haiti.
I want to thank the Haitian people for trusting me with their story and being able to tell it the most authentic way I know how.
When the team first went out there, I'm sure we pretty much looked like aliens to them, but now we're more than friends, we're family with the people of Haiti.
Just maybe